Is this the reason? Is this episode 3? I'm in a podcast with Nicolina and Birdie. I am your host. My name is Sage. Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Reason Podcast. I'm here with Nick,
Hello.
Lainey,
Hello.
and Birdie.
Hello.
So, you guys, this is her first time seeing Birdie. She's a valued member of our podcast. And, yeah, we like Birdie. We like hanging out with her.
Hell yeah. Birdie's the best.
Yeah.
So, guys, how's you guys' week been going?
Meh.
Fair enough. Lainey, how's your week been going?
Well, I've been covered in shampoo for the past 2 days, so that's been nice. On a very slippery, slope here, you know. And
Slippery.
yeah, see, it's like hard to say. But that's over. We finished that today. I hung out with my boyfriend some, and it was a nice week. It's pretty fun, I must say.
Hell yeah. What about you, Birdie? How's your week been going?
My boss keeps changing my schedule like the day of, so I go to work and then have to turn around and come home, and it's like an hour and a half. It's totally annoying.
That sounds kind of fucked. Fuck your
Yeah, that's scuffed.
butt. 'Tis indeed scuffed.
I mean, I go in at like midnight anyways, so I like waste my whole day thinking I'm gonna work, and then I don't.
So they just change it up like the day of.
Yep, and then don't talk.
That's some bullshit.
Well, shit. As my week has been going pretty good. Training a couple new people. I recently took on a position as becoming the kind of line supervisor, so I like supervise new cooks on how to cook and like what they need to do while they're cooking. And if I get any more into that, I might say some controversial shit that will fucking get me fired from my job, so I won't get into that. However, if there's any new people that I work with that want to join the podcast, just come defend yourself on the podcast. No, I'm joking. Please do not join our podcast. I already have to deal with your shit at work.
Right. I would not want anyone from my work to listen to this shit.
Yeah, no. If they listen to the first 2 episodes, I'd be fired fucking immediately.
Right.
Same.
I'm pretty sure I'm already like disowned from my family for the first 2 episodes. So
Yeah, so I'm not sharing it to mine.
anyways, for this week we have a very controversial theme. So all about like conspiracy theories, like shit, get into like nitty-gritty fucking what happened in 9/11. Just kidding, we're not gonna talk about that. But
God.
I will straight up leave.
I'm out. He's not dealing with that.
Anyways, but if you remember from last week's episode, we finished off because Lainey wanted to share the aquatic ape theory.
The amount of times I've told this fucking story is insane. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the aquatic ape theory, everyone. Even though everyone in my existence knows the story. But, so there's this theory, right? Basically, that when we... Well, let me backtrack here. So basically, we derive from apes, right? Like, we as humans evolved as, like, we were apes. So, what if half of us decided, hey, like, we want to go in the ocean other than going on land because there's still substance in the ocean and, like, ways of travel and just, it's the same thing, but it's just in water, right? Like land. So, what if half of us split off and the aquatic apes are mermaids?
But
I
wait, I
actu-
thought the aquatic apes learned how to stand up because they were wading through the tides. Like, that's why we stand up straight.
Well, that is a great thing to bring up. I've only learned so much about the aquatic ape theory, you see. I've only learned that if we were to have aquatic apes and they were to develop over time, that their fingers would be webbed in order to catch prey or whatever, to swim faster. And I guess that's what happened with frogs. I don't know. It's a whole big thing.
Evolution. Yes.
Yeah.
Those mermaid documentaries, though, they had my mind messed up for like 3 years.
Right? Some of them are
Right?
kind of shitty though, but like they're so
mermaids,
bad that it messes you
The
up.
body.
It's kind of crazy. We've only explored 10% of our oceans. Finally, we're back up. We're up to 10%. We were at 7% for like the longest time. But
I wonder if there's like, so they say they've only explored 10% of our oceans, but imagine if like there's actually more explored, but they're like not allowed to fucking talk about the areas they found, you know?
oh yeah, no, I'm sure that they've definitely explored more and just can't talk about it. Well, and our equipment can only go to a certain amount of depth, you see, and the ocean is
Well,
very, very,
Public
very.
equipment can only go a certain depth.
That's true.
Everyone
That's
knows the government has like Atlantean machines.
Facts, though.
Yeah.
Like for Bermuda Triangle, for example, like imagine if you go in Bermuda Triangle and all of a sudden your fucking equipment starts getting all fucked up. Like, what's up with that?
Well, that is a whole other conspiracy in its own.
It's aliens.
It's all a rabbit hole. It all stems from the aquatic ape theory.
Not the aquatic ape theory, but I have heard that people have run tests in that area, and there's some kind of like imbalance in the air that causes like systems to fail, like, and all that shit.
It's like a
I think the
permanent
government
electrical
has
storm.
something there.
Yeah, I do
Probably.
too. I think it's like some sort of like unknown technology that has some sort of jamming technology to.
Magnetic waves or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to know about it, so
Oh, they definitely have the equipment for it. Like, what's it called? Fucking EMPs?
Yeah. Or even just jammers in general. Not even EMPs. But EMPs probably is what they have there. But that doesn't explain how people disappear and end up in a different time zone. Or not time, you know what I mean? Era. That's the word.
I don't know if I
Right.
talked about this on the last podcast though, but on the topic of mermaids. But the military set out a sonic sound throughout the ocean, and it killed like a fuck ton
Yeah.
of like whales, fish.
I saw that in a video. Like a bunch
Saw
of
that.
yeah, a bunch of like just a bunch of fish type, animals were just beaching themselves. They couldn't. It was pretty much destroying their habitats. Like it was driving them out of their habitats.
Yeah.
And they had nowhere else to go, so they decided to beach themselves.
Yeah. Well, they all decided to beach themselves, and the ones that were beached, their ears were bleeding.
Yep. It's
Like it
that.
fried their brain.
It's probably the same waves that they had in what was it, Cuba? I think it was in Cuba. There was something to do between Canada, America, and the Cuban government. I don't even remember the whole thing of it, but there was a some sonic wave that was driving people fucking bananas.
The latest I've heard is they sent some kind of sonar sound into the Earth, and now they're saying that we have an inner core, a core, the mantle, the crust. They're saying there's a whole nother level to the inner core because they use sonar technology.
Whoa.
Maybe.
And this is like 3 days old. I just watched that science man talk about it a little bit.
That's cool. I haven't heard about that yet. I'll have to look into that.
I wonder who did the video.
It was actually on the news. Hold on one second.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's trustworthy.
I would consider it a little trustworthy.
I don't know.
I would hope.
I have bad experience with trusting the news.
I would just hope some news would still be news.
You would think.
Are you guys just waiting for me to talk?
Well,
Yes.
Birdie's looking up a video, I think.
Mhm.
I think that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, I might cut that part out.
It's not a video, but I did find an article. It's Michio Kaku,
Chicago.
the astrophysicist.
Oh, I know him. I know him. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say, as long as it's not Neil deGrasse Tyson, because I don't like him. I don't trust him.
I cannot stand him. He took Pluto from me.
He took Pluto from me. How dare you, Neil deGrasse Tyson?
He took Pluto from everyone, so I feel like that's
Yeah.
bad.
You know, like, I had Pluto, like, in my palm. Like, I was adoring it and shit, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson said, haha, nah, bro. Nah, fam. Then he just fucking stole that shit out of my hand.
Just snatched it and called it a rock.
He has ruined my whole life. Like, I'm on a downward slope because of you, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
But anyways, if Neil deGrasse Tyson, if you want to come on the podcast,
Yeah, try to defend yourself.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
He just comes in here, his fucking roast us on astronomy.
It's gonna get heated.
I think that's the thing. It's like Bill Nye used to be my favorite, whatever the hell his job title is. But ever since all this woke shit happened, he's gone downhill, I think. Because I think they're like forcing him to pander to the wrong people.
Bill Nye the
I don't know
Science
anything
Guy.
about him
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gang,
Yeah.
gang, 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 gang.
It's just, hey, Birdie, I couldn't hear you over the musical theme.
Science guy.
What do you mean don't know what his job title is? His job title is a science
I don't know if
guy.
he's a scientist or a physicist. I don't know what he is now.
That's his job title. He's the science guy.
Science guy. Yeah.
He used
He's
to
like
be
an
a science
8th grade
guy.
science teacher.
Yeah.
We all-
Ruined.
We all got our science education from Bill Nye.
Yes.
But I
I
think
mean, I know
that
I did.
From high school.
I'm pretty sure the only reason why we got our fucking education from Bill Nye is so this actual science teacher could fuck off and like go have a smoke or something during class.
Pretty much.
You just throw that shit on and be like, alright, fucking watch Bill Nye. I'm out. Peace.
The only thing that I remember learning in science class is getting two liters of water and taping them together to make a cyclone. That's like the only thing I remember doing.
I
I
remember
remember learning about non-Newtonian fluids, like cornstarch and water, and how it turns solid with pressure, but it's liquid when it's not.
That first sentence made my brain quiver.
I
It's a
don't
bit
remember
high
most
education.
of my classes. I was way too baked.
I wish I was baked. I would have been able to understand what was going on. Ugh.
I remember
Like anatomy.
I remember one time, World of Warcraft, they released this new update or something. So my science teacher, Miss Jones, she took 2 weeks off to go play that, and then gave us a substitute teacher. I was like, all right. I was like, you live your life, you do you, boo boo.
Right?
All right, but for this next conspiracy theory. So I think that Sam Smith is fucking Adele, and Adele is Sam Smith. All right, so it sounds crazy, but listen up. So if you take Sam Smith's fucking voice and pitch it up a bit, it sounds exactly like Adele. But if you take Adele's voice and pitch it down, it sounds exactly like Sam Smith. Like, what the fuck?
But can't you do that like with anyone though?
You can't do
Yeah.
that with anyone, though. You can't do it with
Yeah.
anyone because it
Even
sounds
if you use
distorted.
auto tune, because I know Adele doesn't, but I don't know if Sam Smith does or not. But
Adele, I actually like Adele a lot. Her voice is fucking great. Like, I consider her like the next Amy Winehouse type level.
She
I wouldn't go
has
that far. But
That's
she's
exactly
got a
what I
great.
think too. Like it's just the tones that she uses. It sounds very vintage, just like her.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, she has a huge voice too, and she belts that shit. She definitely did some kind of opera training.
And she apparently plays bass guitar too. So
Really?
Adele does, yeah. I think she played bass on one of her records.
I read this super fucked up story about her the other day, though. Apparently she like recently divorced her husband or something, and she has a kid, right? And apparently she's writing her next album based off her divorce.
Oh.
Then she said she's gonna wait till her kid's 18, and then she's gonna give him like the show him the album of why they got divorced. Like, it's kind of fucked up to do to a kid, though. You know,
Taylor
like.
Swift.
Christ.
I saw a picture. It was Taylor Swift with some guy she was dating one time, and someone had posted and said it's Taylor Swift's next album.
Damn it. That's mean to laugh at, but like, dude,
But
that's
like,
every album she's ever made.
Right.
It's accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
you just think that your dad left because he was a fucking asshole or whatever stuff your mom told you, but as soon as you turn fucking 18, your mom gets the album that's belting at how much a piece of shit your dad was. Yeah,
God, imagine.
that fucked me up. I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
That's some fucked up shit. I can't believe she's gonna do that.
This gets to platinum. She like plays that shit at the Grammys, and like that's the only explanation she gets why the fucking dad left.
Oh my god. I hope she doesn't do that, actually.
If she releases the album, though, the odds are the kid's gonna hear about it way before they turn 18.
Right. They're gonna be playing that shit everywhere.
That's like emotional trauma at like 9.
Right.
How old are they?
Speaking on the subject, and Mom, I love you, but you gotta stop fucking singing the 2 songs that you wrote every single time you're drinking. Like, without Phil, every single time we're fucking drinking, no matter who it is, like, even if it's friends who's come over multiple times to, like, drink with us, she fucking starts singing 2 songs that she wrote. And then she asks me to fucking bust on my guitar and play. I'm like, no, Mom, you already showed your song.
She likes it. She likes it. She's proud of it. You gotta be proud of her
she's
too.
proud of herself.
I know, but it's so super fuckish. She's like super drunk trying to sing it. Like, trying to pretend like she's like in the fucking like in line for like an award trying to sing it. It's just fucking. Anyways, for the next topic, what we have is actually from Birdie, the Mandela effect.
Ooh.
So,
Birdie.
what is? Yeah.
I mean, don't make me talk all about it.
You got
It's your idea. It's your idea. You got it.
You have to
Yeah.
at least start it. You have to at least start it, and then we'll
Okay, well, what
decide.
about Britney Spears missing Mike?
Missing
Britney
what?
Spears missing
Her
what?
missing mic. Her missing
missing mic.
microphone. The one that was supposed to be attached to her face in Oops, I Did It Again. Everybody dressed up for Halloween that year as her. They all had the mic. Her Barbie doll had the mic. And now if you go back and look at the video, the mic isn't there, like, at all. You can even see her hand coming up to adjust the mic, and it's not there. I feel like
What?
the government is just gaslighting us.
What the fuck?
I'm looking this
The
video up
microphone.
right now.
Yeah, I
need
Britney
to-
Spears
I
had a
remember that.
microphone.
I need
I
to look
remember
this
that.
up. I
She
need to
had
look
like
this
a
up.
black microphone attached
On
to
her face. Yeah.
It's not there, and
Oh my god,
everybody
it's
says it was
not.
never there.
No way.
It's
See?
not there.
It's gone.
Holy fuck, yeah, it's not there. That's crazy.
No fucking way.
That's in, what the fuck? Or like, what's
Oh.
it?
Okay,
What?
shit just got real.
Like we all just fell into this alternate reality where half of us remember things a certain way and the other half doesn't. I don't know. I feel like the government is just gaslighting us to see who will comply and roll over and accept this as our new truth when we all know, like, that's how it was.
No, I get it.
There was
I
a
think that's
microphone.
part of what it is. But I mean, everyone knows why or how the Mandela effect actually started. But ever since then, things have been coming out, and, like the Queen song.
Well, like, the reason why, for our viewers who don't know, the reason why the Mandela effect came is because Nelson Mandela went to prison. And, everyone thought that he fucking died, but he didn't. He just went to prison.
And
And it's
people
like-
remember seeing the broadcast.
And
on
everybody,
TV.
like, half of everybody remembers that he died. He had a funeral. It was broadcast on television.
Yeah, and then it became known as the fucking Mandela effect. And there's like a lot of like other ones. Like, do you guys remember the Berenstain Bears?
Yes, the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah, like everyone thought it was pronounced by Berenstain Bears.
Yep.
And
Some
now
people
it's-
know Bernstein. Some people know Bernstein.
Yeah, so like they can't remember if it was pronounced with an A or an E.
And then there's
Mhm.
Shazam and Kazam, the movies. One with Shaq, and then the one with
Oh, you're talking about
I don't remember his name.
yeah. Shit. What the hell's that damn thing called? Give me a second.
Like, I remember watching Kabam. I can tell you the plot line of it. The kids, they were upset their parents were getting divorced or whatever. They go upstairs, they find something. I watched this when I was like 13.
Yeah.
They end up using all their wishes selfishly, and then at the end, they give their last wish to their dad to get him to fall in love with someone new or something. Like, I remember Shazam, and I remember Kazam.
Alright, well, what we're gonna do today,
Excuse me.
Lainey, are you there?
Yes.
What we're gonna do today is we're gonna play a little game.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Yeah, and the winner of this game, I'm gonna send them some money.
Money? What?
Yeah. It's called $10. I'll send one of you motherfuckers $10.
Okay. So all of us are playing a game. You're the host.
Yeah, you, Nick, and Birdie.
Okay.
I already lose. I'm outnumbered.
So we're gonna play the Mandela Effect game.
Of course.
I've already lost.
So I'm gonna give two examples of the Mandela Effect, and
Okay.
then whoever gets it right will only get a point. We're gonna play, let's say, out of 10.
Okay.
All right, so Lainey, is it Jiffy or Jif?
Jiff.
All right, Nick, is it Jiffy or Jif?
It's Jif, but I remember Jiffy.
All right, Birdie, is it Jiffy or Jif?
It's Jiffy.
All right, so Nick and Lainey got it right, so you guys get 1 point.
Hell yeah. But that's the thing though, because like that's why I said what I
Which,
said.
right. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
one are you going by? What everybody
'cause-
says now or what we remember?
So, it depends on what you remember, and Jif was right. It is Jif.
No,
Yeah, it
it's Jiffy.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing. When we were younger, it was Jiffy, but now it's Jif, and no one wants to admit it because they're scared.
All right, so next. Is it Looney Tunes spelled with 2 O's, or is it Looney Tunes spelled with the Tunes, Laney?
I always thought it was Toons, like Toons, because of Toontown.
Is
But-
that your answer?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Nick?
With a U.
All right, what about you, Birdie?
It's Toon like cartoon. Always has been, should still be now, but I know
Right.
now it's the U.
All right, so Nick and Birdie get a point.
I'm just not going to admit to this shit. I knew it was the other one. I'm not admitting to that because that's bullshit.
Yeah, but I know some of these, so technically I cheated.
Yeah, I've been down this hole.
Yeah,
Sorry, give me a sec.
is he actually looking up Mandela effects because he doesn't know them?
Kidding.
No,
What about the magic
Make up-
mirror on the wall or mirror on the wall?
It's mirror.
no, I'm trying to make a point system so I remember.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense.
Sage is going to be using Microsoft Office. Hell yeah!
All right,
Presentation.
next one. Is it Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears, Laney?
Berenstain.
With an E?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah.
With an E or an A?
An E.
All right, Nick.
It's knee.
All right, Birdie.
I honestly don't remember.
So you forfeit.
You can't
Yeah,
forfeit.
I'm gonna say the A.
All right, so Birdie is the only one who got that right. It's with an A.
Bullshit it is. Bullshit it
Oh.
is.
I don't
That's
even
only
know
because
what-
I
but-
guessed. Like there was a jingle or something.
Next thing you're going to tell me that Franklin the Turtle was actually a squirrel.
Right?
All right, next one. Do you guys remember Curious George?
Yeah.
Yes, no tail. Even though he had a tail.
Probably had a tail. He had a
What?
tail. He swung
he
to the
did.
tree.
All right, well, that's the next discussion. So, Laney, did he have a tail or didn't he have a tail?
He had a tail, I thought, because in the real life movie, he had a tail.
All right, Nick, what's your answer?
I already know the real answer, but I'm sticking with a tail even though he didn't have one. Officially
All right,
didn't have one.
Birdie, what about you?
He had a tail because he swung from the tree. He was a monkey, not an.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Nick was the only one who had that right. He didn't have the fucking tail.
God damn it, he did! I don't give a shit. I'm answering correctly. He had a tail.
All right,
This is
next
the hill I
one.
will die.
Next one. Do you guys remember this TV show? Was it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
And
Sex
So
in the
Lan-
City.
So, Laney, you picked Sex in the City?
Yeah, Sex in the City. It's always been Sex in the City.
What about you, Nick?
I'm sticking with and.
What about you, Birdie?
It's Sex in the City.
Mhm.
Or should.
So, Nick and Birdie got that right. Sex and the City.
I said in.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
In.
I'm the only one
I
who's
said
right.
in. It
Get
should
rest.
be Sex in the City, but
And-
now there's
and-
it's
Sorry, I think I said Laney instead of Birdie. My bad.
What?
So is it next one? Is it Febreze with two E's or just one E? Laney?
I'll be right back. Let me go to my bathroom real quick.
Breeze is Huey's.
Alright, Nick.
Yeah, it's 2.
Alright, Birdie.
2 E's. 2 E's.
It's actually just one E.
What?
Wrong.
What?
To the internet.
The internet. We
I'm
scour.
fact checking every last one of these.
Alright, do you guys remember the Oscar Mayer fucking sausage bullshit?
Oscar
Yes.
Mayer Wiener.
Yeah, that cute little jingle that I'm not even gonna try to sing because I forgot how the jingle goes.
Yeah, me too. It's been like 20 years.
Alright, so the next one, is it Oscar Mayer with an E or an A? Laney.
E.
Alright, Nick.
Let me.
Alright, Birdie.
Mayer. I remember the song.
Alright, so out of that round, Birdie actually won. It is with an A.
Well, just because she's educated doesn't mean she's special. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's just because she's educated means the rest of us are special.
Yeah.
The thing is I eat Oscar Mayer hot dogs all the time. And I thought it's an A.
So right now, Nick and Birdie are up by 4. Laney, you're at 1.
That's fine. I'm just sticking to my roots.
I don't know where you get your information, but Oscar Mayer is with an A.
Yeah, that's what one says, right?
Did I say E or A?
He said E.
You said E. You did, indeed. You agreed with my dumbass.
Laney, you're rubbing off on him. Stop.
I know. My dumbassness is fucking contagious. I'm sorry.
Alright.
The lanetism. Or turtism.
Turtism.
So for the next one, you guys remember when you got your Skechers, you're a fucking coolest kid in school, you're gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, I got my Skechers, bitch.
Oh yeah,
You
dude.
you walk up on the bitches with your Skechers and be like, better not fuck with me, I got my Skechers.
The light up Skechers.
Oh hell yeah, you like click your fucking heels together like goddamn Dorothy from fucking Wizard of Oz, and then all the bitches just fall on you.
Yeah, I remember that.
How train follows.
So, but the Skechers spelled with a TCH? So like Skechers, so like is it spelled SKETCHERS or is it spelled SKECHERS?
What?
So is it TCH or just a CH, Laney?
Oh god.
You know, technically we could cheat.
CH. No, I'm not cheating here. I'm
Yeah, me
doing
either.
exactly what I remember.
Nick,
CH.
if you cheat, I'm gonna fucking roll up to your place and do funny things to your fucking weenus.
That's a threat, and I am allowed to shoot you.
If you shoot me with an AR-15 in the process, that's okay. At least I would have done funny things to your weenus.
It's CH.
CH, Birdie?
There was a T. I had so many pairs of Skechers. There was a T.
So, Nick and Laney actually win that round just with a CH.
Mm-hmm.
There's no T in there.
There's no
No.
T in there.
There's supposed to be a T in there.
There's supposed to be a
I
T.
That we're all from a different timeline, and we're not supposed to know each other.
Alright, next one. Is it Fruit Loops, like spelled with a UI, or is it Fruit Loops spelled with two O's?
2 O's.
Yeah, 2 O's.
Alright, Birdie?
I don't remember. I'm gonna say 2 O's.
Two O's? So you guys all got right. It's actually with two O's.
Ha! I know
Yeah.
my cereal.
I know my cereal. Alright, next one. Oh god, we're not gonna do that one. That's fucked.
No, do it. What is it?
God, I'm
Type
scared.
it to me. Type it
It's
to me.
it's King Henry VIII's fucking if you had turkey leg or not on his painting. We're not gonna do that. I'd be like So, did the Monopoly man ever have a monocle?
Yes. To
Yes.
fight with those
Oh my
bastards
gosh, I
who
remember
make
this one.
believe.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
So all of you guys are saying yes?
Yes.
Yeah, because he did. I don't care what that little stupid page says.
Listen,
Holy
even
shit.
Ace Ventura in The Pet Detective said he found a bald, short man with a monocle on the staircase, and he said, "Oh, look, it's the Monopoly Man," because he had a monocle and he was bald and short. He had a monocle.
I see a rabbit. I saw that.
Anyways, but he never had a monocle.
Yes, he did.
He
You
did.
guys all got that wrong.
I think that you're wrong.
Yeah, I
You
think
got
I think
dyslexia.
we're the opposites.
And it says here the reason why most players confuse that, or most people who play Monopoly, the reason why they confuse it is because the Monopoly man. Do you guys remember the peanut fucking guy? That
Mr.
mascot?
Peanut.
Don't even say that it was because he had a monocle. Because they
Yeah, everybody
So-
says it's mass confusion, but it's literally not. We remember these things.
But that's
Yes.
but the only reason why we all remember him having a monocle is because of the Planters Company, Mr. Peanut, is that he wears a monocle.
that is racist, and I will not allow it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable behavior.
Alright guys, this next one's about Pokemon.
I already
Okay.
know what it is. Think. I'm just kidding. I
Did Pikachu have black on the end of his tail?
don't. I know
Yes.
what I
Lady-
remember, and I know what it is.
Lainey, you first?
Yes, but I have so much Pikachu stuff in my room right now, and I'm not even gonna look at it.
Alright, Nick, you go.
I remember him having black, but he actually has brown, I think.
Alright, then Birdie.
He had black on his tail.
Alright, so Nick actually got it right. He did have brown on his tail, but it wasn't on the end of his tail, it's at the beginning of his tail.
What? No way.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm playing both sides.
Way.
It's okay.
Alright, guys, next one. For Kit Kat. Did Kit Kat have a dash in between the kit and the cat, or did it not have the dash?
Oh, dash.
Alright, Nick.
I remember a dash. Once upon a time.
Alright, Birdie.
Yeah, I didn't eat a lot of candy bars, but I remember there being a dash.
Alright, so... Sorry, who said no dash?
Me.
Alright, so Lainey actually got it right. There's no dash.
I did something.
Heretic. Heretic.
There's
Anyways.
no dash.
Alright, guys, so Fruit of the Loom. Do you guys know that clothing brand?
Yes.
I know this one.
I say without the
How does she say without thinking?
I'm literally looking at the pictures.
I know, that's where I get the answers from.
Well, how do you know? You're picking one or the other. It doesn't say what.
If you want to be part of this, you need to stand behind the computer.
I'm.
Well, I need you to stand behind the computer if you want to be part of this. Thank
You
you.
don't even know what that's called, do you?
Alright, so we're gonna pick a different one.
Oh my god.
Alright, so for this next one. Is it Cheese Its with a Z or Cheese It Laney?
It's with a Z.
Alright, Nick.
No Z, just IT.
Alright, Birdie.
There's a Z.
Here's a Z. Alright, and then Siobhan.
No Z.
Alright, so the answer is without a Z. Alright, so who said no Z? Was that you, Laney?
No, that was me.
That
That
was
was you,
Nick.
Nick?
So me and your sister win.
Yep.
Nick, you're fucking dominating it.
I am.
Score.
Typical obese fatso.
What's the
Alright.
score?
So next, do you guys know the double stuffed Oreos?
Yes.
No, there's like the Oreos that's like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, is it double stuffed with 2 F's or double stuffed with 1 F?
Two.
Sean says 2.
I was gonna say
Laney?
2 as well.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
going
Nick.
with-
Unless they put stuff.
No, I'm going with 1. 1 F.
Alright, Birdie.
I think there's 2 F's.
Alright, so Nick again got right. There's only 1 F and double stuff.
So, it's correct.
Doesn't make any sense.
Stuff is with 2 F's. How is that
It's because
correct?
it's made by a Chinese company. What do you expect? They can't speak English.
Shit.
I mean, that's probably.
Alright, next one. Do you guys know the Mona Lisa?
Yes.
It's half.
Did she have a straight face or did she smile? Laney.
Straight.
Straight face, agreed.
Alright, Nick.
She had a little bit of a smile, not too much, just a tad bit of a curve.
Well, it's smile or no smile?
Yeah, a smile. That's what that means.
Okay. And Birdie?
Yeah, she had a smile. It was like a little smirk.
Alright, Siobhan?
Mona Lisa smile.
No smile.
Alright, so Laney, Nick, and Birdie, you guys said smile?
No.
Is she?
So Laney said no, but Nick and Birdie, you were right. She did have a smile.
No.
Eh?
No.
She had the half smile, but a lot of people thought that she was straight faced.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Mona Lisa: the left side of the Mona Lisa is Leonardo da Vinci himself.
Right.
But after that question, Nick actually won the game with 10 points. So Nick, you're gonna be
Hey.
receiving $10.
Hell yeah!
You won.
Nick
Yeah.
played the advantage.
But for this next topic, we have ghost stories. You know, so like if you've ever been inside of a haunted building and you felt some presence there, or you know, you've ever been like at some creepy location, felt presence there, or if you've ever been like at your uncle's house and felt some creepy presence there. You know?
Yeah, you ever been to your
That's a whole
uncle's
other
house?
video. That's a whole other video.
You ever been to your uncle's house and just felt a strange? I'm sorry.
Creepy.
I already miss Birdie's wholesomeness.
Creepy uncles, if you want to come onto our podcast and defend yourselves.
Talk about that.
Yeah, it's not but why are you fucking peering around the corner?
Okay. Who's
Yeah.
starting?
You know his uncles like always happen to fucking have trail mix in their pocket no matter what the situation is.
Never
Then
had
we're-
an uncle.
Or they have like socks with like sandals on, wearing some sort of vest and a baseball
never-
cap.
I've never had an uncle, so I can't say.
Would you like one?
Would you like one?
Off the rails. Off the rails.
Real stuff. Real
Off the rails. Off the rails. All right, let's get into it. Personal ghost stories. Lainey, this was your idea, so I feel like you should
What?
start.
Well, it was supposed to.
Hey guys, so unfortunately Birdie had to leave before she could tell her ghost story, but she did send it to me, so I'm gonna read it off for you guys. My ghost story. I drove my Meemaw to the hospital, and when I drove back, it was like 2 a.m., and there was a really thick fog. My cousin was with me, and we were just chatting and driving down the highway when I see something out of the corner of my eye, so I nudged her arm and pointed, and there was the actual ghost, lady in a white gown hovering a few feet off the ground between the trees on the passenger side, but like back a ways and half up a hill. As soon as our eyes locked on her, she swooped down towards us and we both screamed. Thankfully, I was already past her by the time she would have reached us, but I was white-knuckling the whole 40 minutes home and too scared to even look in my rearview mirror. Pretty fucking freaky, my guy. Anyways, let's get back into other ghost stories. Woo! Personal ghost stories.
Okay.
Who wants to go
So,
first?
I guess I'm going first because everyone hates me. But
We love you. You're like the child that we wish we never had.
the
I
child.
thought he was going to say the child he's glad he never had. No,
My
you're the
God.
child that everyone should want to have.
I'm the child who did way too many drugs with fucking Aerosmith at one point.
Yeah, okay, that's never even happened. So, Elena, continue with your story before we go more on.
That's never happened.
Story.
Well, so I don't know which one to start with because I have had multiple occurrences of things that I can't really necessarily explain.
Pick the best one.
I guess the best one was probably the most recent one I had, which was back when I was living in Orlando. I was watching Ghost Adventures, right? And at the time, this episode of Ghost Adventures, they didn't have this part censored where they were reading from the Satanic Bible. And so on the episode, they're reading out of the Satanic Bible, and I'm just sitting there watching it with my dogs and everything. And the dogs start barking at the laundry room, right? And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. And then Casper's like going in and growling and shit, and then Pup-Up's like red in tow. And then Kit-Kit's trying to go in there, like peering around. And Casper goes in. Next thing I know, it looks like he got pushed out of the laundry room. No one else was home, mind you. And the fucking laundry room door slammed shut. I grabbed the animals so fucking quickly and ran out of that house. I was so fucking scared. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, there's like someone here. There has to be someone here. And there was no one there. That's my newest occurrence, though. But I lived in like a haunted town as well. So
That
that's
is
another.
fucked.
Yeah. It was a little odd and peculiar.
Mine's not that crazy. But
Well,
kind
oh,
of.
Tell your not crazy story.
I mean, it's fairly short. We used to live in a city in West Virginia called Philippi, which I think was the first land battle of the Civil War. Got him. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's an old town. It's a really old town, and we were just moving into this house. I was getting in my room. I had my door shut, and then I was the only one there. No one else was there. Doors were locked. Windows were closed. and the door decided to open and slam like 7 times. And I'm like, okay, you don't like me, I get it. I thought that was the strangest thing in the world. It was creepy. That's the only one I can remember.
So before I start mine, we actually haven't been recording that long. It's only been an hour and a half.
Okay.
So
That's
we're
all.
actually with all the cuttable content we're still gonna reach the 1 hour mark.
Okay.
So we're actually doing pretty good. Anyway, so my story, I think Lainey was there during that. Lainey, do you remember, was it like 3 or 4 years ago when I worked as a janitor with a Vaughn in Fernie? When I had to go clean out like the creepy places, like the fucking
yeah.
like the courthouse that fucking burnt down in like 1920.
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, so 4 years ago, this was the creepiest goddamn night of my life. So I was sitting there cleaning, like doing my usual janitorial shit, and this place is in Fernie, like British Columbia. The courthouse got burnt down like in fucking 1920. They obviously since then rebuilt it, but they left like remnants of the old courthouse in there, so I feel like it was fucking haunted. What happened was I was cleaning one night and then I was on Discord chat with Lainey, and she told me I should download this fucking app that like, you know, like it translates like energy into words. So like as you're walking around and shit, like it literally like translates where energy is into like words on your phone. So I was trying to show my person I was living with a bond like this app, and then she was obviously like, alright, that's just a bullshit app, like it says random shit. I'm like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. My friend told me to try it. But we were walking down this one stairwell, and I was walking down with it, and at the like mid-flight stairs, it said "pushed me," and then she gasped. I was like, "What? What's wrong?" Like I turned around, I was like, "What's wrong?" And then she told me that their like her old manager, I guess he died like at the community center in Fernie like a couple of months before because of a gas leak.
Yeah.
But I guess what happened was he told her the story about how he was walking down that same set of stairs and then he sprained his ankle. But he said that it felt like something pushed him down the stairs. So that's why she like gasped and looked all fucking shocked. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
And then like even there's like other instances like I'd like walk into the courtroom. This was Lane's suggestion. Is like go into the main courtroom there, and like I like try to take like a bunch of like flash photos with my phone with like all like completely off. Which by the way scared the living shit out of me. I hated doing that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just pitch black with like nothing but my phone fucking taking flash photos. It was scary as fuck. Anyways, I didn't see anything, so I was like, alright, fucking whatever. But when I got home, I looked back later, and I zoomed in on the right behind like where the judge's chair would be. And I zoomed in, I saw this bright fucking like figure like standing right behind the fucking judge's chair, but like going to the fucking judge's like office. You remember that, Lindy? I sent you that photo.
Yeah, there was like 3 people standing there.
Yeah, it looked like a tall ass figure. I was like, what the fuck? And then I ballsed up enough from Lane's suggestion where I go into the fucking attic, which I'm not allowed to be in, by the way. Like, I'm not allowed to be up there. Like, I had to literally like steal the key from a bond to go up there. And up there is like abandoned fucking like archives and shit. Like, this was like the only section of the courthouse that survived the fire, so it's like old as fuck up there. But I remember when I was walking up there, I was like filming the whole thing while I was walking around. I didn't hear anything. I just thought it was nothing. And then when I went back to like look at the video, I think I sent this to you, Lenny. Like, there's like fucking little fucking like footsteps like running behind me in the video. You know, like it sounds like almost like kids like trying to play a game. Like they're like running up on me and shit. Like clear as day. It was fucked.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, like I was walking in the attic and shit, and like I was just filming and like I didn't catch anything, but when I went back to like look at the footage, you could hear like little fucking like footsteps running up on me in the video and shit, like running around me and like almost doing like circles around me and shit, like they're trying to play a game with me. It was fucking weird.
Holy fuck.
That's insane.
And like I've also had like other instances like that too, like when I was cleaning up the French school, like doing the same janitorial shit in Fernie. Like if you, like one day I remember I was cleaning out the place by myself because I wanted Yvonne to like go out for like a anniversary dinner with her boyfriend at the time. So I decided to clean all the places by myself. So I went to this old ass French school that's been there since like fucking 1940s, and I was like cleaning by myself. And like I cleaned the whole place, it was fine. Then when I was about to leave, I heard this fucking basketball bouncing in the fucking gym. I went to go check in there. There's literally just one basketball in the middle of the gym just still bouncing by itself. Nobody else was there but me.
That's a bit sketchy.
Anyways, you guys got any ghostly shit you want to talk about?
Not anymore. I already said the one thing that I remember.
I mean, I used to live in like a super haunted town, and back in the day, me and my cousins and the people we hung out with would use Ouija boards and shit like that. And there's like a cemetery in the middle of the town that was like from the 1800s.
Yeah, by the way, as a quick side note, one of these days I'm gonna buy a fucking Ouija board and film it live for the podcast.
It will not be a part of it. I refuse.
I'll use a spirit box.
Yeah. Nick, do you get the Dybbuk box, or should I? Or you
I
rather have
will.
the Ouija board?
A moving train.
You either get the Ouija board or Dybbuk box. One of the two.
I'm not getting either. I'll get a pen and paper that says "fuck you" on it.
So for our viewers, I'm gonna leak Nick's address, and you guys can send them all the haunted shit you have.
I will commit treason against the white man.
Can you just link mine so they can send me all the haunted shit they have?
Nick just all sketched up at all the new Amazon packages he gets. He just fucking pulls out a gun, shoots all of them.
He just puts them all into a fire.
Nah, I'll just give them to the neighbor next door.
Oh, there you go.
That works.
That's
Even
actually
though-
that's a life hack, right? If you hate your neighbors, send them Dybbuk boxes.
Yep. That's exactly
Right?
what you do. But, nah, like, the fucking town was just super fucking haunted, dude. We saw some shit. I don't know if I was just losing my fucking mind, but we would see shadow figures, and, like, my cousin got scratched. And then one time when we were using the Ouija board, we were in the trailer, and the next thing we know, the door on my cousin's room started shaking, and no one else was in the house. Like, no one else was there. It was just me, my cousin, and my other cousin, which was in the shower, and my other cousin was playing with me. So there was no one out there, but the fucking handle on the door kept shaking. It was fucking creepy as shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then in my brother's old room, which, mind you, the house we were living in was crafted after the mortuary, the old mortuary in the town. and the people that made it was the owners of the mortuary, so they like designed it just like the mortuary. It was odd. And the way the backyard was built, it was like they wanted to have like a graveyard there. But anyways, in my brother's room, like shit would like literally come off the walls, like slam down off the walls, and I would see like shadow figures and just weird shit. My friends would see shadow figures.
Okay, I actually have a story. Nobody fucking believes me, which I found bewildering. Nobody fucking believes me on this story.
Alright, let's hear it.
So I used to work at this place called the Hume Hotel. Anyways, the Hume Hotel is back in my hometown of Nelson, BC. It's the oldest. It's the most oldest hotel there. Anyways, so I was working as a dishwasher then, and like I would work like late night duties, like till like probably like 11 and 12 at night. So when our dishwasher like chemicals ran out of chemicals, we had to go down into the basement to grab like more like sanitizer or whatever the fuck we needed. Anyways, so I was walking down there one night, and when I was in the basement room, like it's the kind of janitor's closet, this guy comes out and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like he scared me, and then he just had fucking no expression on his fucking face at all, like at all, and I was just like. It was like, fuck, I didn't even know that like any janitors or anything would be working at this hour. Like, that must suck, right? He said nothing. Like, he was just staring at me. I was like, alright, that's kind of fucking weird. So I was grabbing my chemicals. I'm like, alright, well, I hope you have a good rest of your night. And then he was staring at me, saying nothing. So I was walking back upstairs, and then like I brought my chemicals back, and then I talked to the sous chef at the time. I was like, yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, I know we had a janitor this hour. He's like, oh, you mean whatever his fucking name was? I forgot his name. He's like, oh, you mean him? I was like, maybe. Like, this dude was just downstairs. He's like, no, all the janitors finish at like around 5. I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, I didn't think of it much then. Then like the next like couple weeks as went by, I was going in for brunch with my ex-girlfriend, and then we were walking in the lobby, and I saw the fucking picture on the wall of J. Fred Hume. He was the fucking owner of that hotel.
No shit.
And he had the same fucking face of that same dude I saw that night in the basement.
That's
no
crazy.
shit. No shit. Like, everyone, they don't fucking believe me when I say it, but he has the same fucking face. He's like in the fucking basement. And you know what's great? And to add on to that conspiracy theory, a lot of people like, alright, so if you're looking at the layout of Nelson, when you're driving beside the Hume, what you see in front of the Hume is this fucking like eagle statue that everyone looks past, but if you look at the way that the eagle's like beak is pointing and everything, it's pointing directly towards the Hume. And then when you walk down the Hume basement, what you see is like this little fucking medallion bullshit, like engraved in stone. It's really hard to see unless you're looking for it, like in the brick. So what they said back then was that there used to be like some sort of fucking like witches cult or some bullshit at the Hume. And what they say is that if you go behind the Hume around like this fucking tunnels that are blocked off, you could reach like this fucking old little like cult bullshit that they would have under Nelson. But I moved to Nelson before I got to investigate.
Unfortunate.
That's
That
what
is
Slaney's still alive, by the way.
She probably passed
What?
out. Message Jordan.
Like, just don't worry about me. Just continue.
Did you even hear any of my story, motherfucker?
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought. She wasn't even listening.
busy talking
hungry.
to her future husband.
No, I'm just hungry. I was thinking about food.
He was talking to her future ex.
No, don't. No, someone accidentally called me and they were like, "Oh, hope
They're
you're
like,
doing well."
oh.
Yeah, they were like, "Hope you're doing well," and I'm like, "Thanks." I mean, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, thank you, but I don't know.
Be like, slay queen.
Hey.
Anyways,
back to you.
guys, I think that's time we end this podcast.
Yeah, thanks for food.
Is this the reason? Are we saying goodbye? You guys have been great, and on the 4th episode we will say hi. But we gotta go now. And you guys have been great, so we'll see you later. Anyways, thank you guys. You guys have been listening to the 3rd episode of The Reason. And next week, we're not even gonna know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a mystery. It's gonna be a mystery. It's gonna be randomness. You know,
little surprise for the audience.
Yeah.
a little
Just tell me
surprise. You know, just a little bit of like, surprise.
Chef's kiss.
Anyways, I have been Sage, and goodbye. This has been Lainey and Nick.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, see you guys. I want to introduce my sister. Her name is Azpect. She's a really good DJ, and she's a producer. But talk about yourself.
Hi. I'm Azpect. I'm a drum and bass producer and DJ from Vancouver. I don't know what you want to know, Sage. Ask me some questions.
Tell the world Tell the world about your music. Alright, Javon, do you like making drum and bass?
Obviously.
Well, why do you like making drum and bass?
For one, it's like the one genre. I used to play house music and started DJing in 2008. Went to school for audio engineering and music production in 2012. Did 2 years of that, and I was always doing house music, and really it came to a point where I felt like I wasn't going anywhere with it, and I was at the point where I was going to give up DJing and producing. And then I ended up discovering drum and bass. And the year that I decided, well, I got out of a relationship, and when I found drum and bass, I put all of my energy into that, and I was getting booked for shows everywhere, and I started producing drum and bass. The year after, got signed to Formation Records in the UK, and throughout COVID, I went to Europe for 3 months in 2020, so it was really crazy going to 8 different countries in like the first wave of COVID. So
wow.
Like how each country handled everything differently, like France, Italy, Spain, Bulgaria, UK, Cyprus. Yeah, it was crazy. And then I have just been producing ever since then, just evolving my sound. I have a new EP, my second EP coming out. Well, I had my first EP come out end of 2020, and then I've had a couple 2021, and then I had a couple of remix projects come out last year, and then now March 17th, I have my Syndicate EP coming out. That one I think is the best one I've ever done.
Wait, is that your first EP, the one that I got featured on too?
Yeah, so Sage, for our track Reflections, I brought Sage into the studio in Nelson, and I played the beat and he played guitar, and we just spent a few hours there, and he just kept playing. He just played so many like different takes on his guitar, and
that was awesome too. Like, I wasn't using my own guitar. The guy Tyler, who were recording at Kootenai Sound Studios, he let me use this guitar that was worth like $10,000 fucking dollars and let me play on.
Wow.
I was like, Jesus.
we got like some really good takes, and then I took that back into the studio and made reflections out of that. So in the beginning of the track, you can hear like effects on Sage's guitar, and then through the entire breakdown is just Sage playing his riff, his solo, and it sounds so good. It's so different. And then obviously like I made like a drum and bass drop out of it. And that project has actually been remixed as well by Dunk, who's an artist from, I think he's from Brazil.
The most real thing for me though is like watching this Instagram video of SS like in this like underground nightclub, and then he has like these two MCs like
playing it live.
yeah, playing it live, and then I just hear these two MCs like stop like it'll show like and it's during my solo afterwards sit here and be like Jesus. It was so surreal for me.
It's a good feeling for sure. And then so yeah, March 17th I have a remix project coming, or not a remix, I have my second EP coming out. It's called Syndicate. There I have 4 tracks. One of them I really wanted to try and bring like my indigenous like native roots into it. So what I did is I found some like native singing samples that I put into it. I put a bunch of flutes and everything into it. I made it 7 minutes long, which is really long for a track. Normally it's about like 3.5 to 4 minutes, but I felt like this one would be worth making longer. And already it's had like so many people are like, this is the track of the year, like this is the one. That one's the 3rd track on my EP. So my EP is very well rounded. Like I have one that's really good for clubs. The second one is a jungle one. The 3rd one is that one, and then the 4th one is like a deep roller. So it's kind of a darker themed kind of EP. And then after that, I have a track coming, a remix project that I did for Greenlaw. Sage was doing one as well. But
I was supposed to, but I feel like my vibes of lo-fi didn't fit with trying to remix a fucking drum and bass track.
It's not drum and bass. I mean, us also did a lo-fi one.
I sent one originally, but they didn't like it, so I tried to redo it multiple times.
Like it, that you just needed to, because what he did is he took her vocals and then he pitched them down.
Yeah.
Which they didn't like that, or they wouldn't like that. You just need to keep her vocals natural, like how they were in the samples that were sent.
I felt like her natural vocals.
Sage decided he wanted to come to the project, which is fine. I did a remix of the project. I did a more like upbeat one, which mine's like the most lively, I think, on the remix EP. A lot of them are pretty dark.
It's like for vocals for me to fit lo-fi, I would need it to be like more, like thing with like the Azpect vibe. Like hers didn't, because she gave me a fucking like.
Well, if you want, we could insert examples of both of them here.
She gave me like an R&B vibe. Like I can't like work with
that's what the was. But you know what? In this podcast, if you want to insert like samples of them, we could do that.
Samples of like the song I made,
and then the one that I made too.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
And then on top of that, I have another project that's coming out. This is because I'm going on the World of Drum and Bass tour starting next week. We're going to do a World of Drum and Bass album. So I have a track already done for the album. So we're starting tour next week. I'm doing Vancouver Saturday, Whistler Monday, and then Victoria on Wednesday. And so I have to like fit that around my work schedules. Like as soon as I finish the show, I need to go to bed for 2 hours in Whistler and then catch the first bus back to make it back to Vancouver to start work at 8:30.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing with Victoria. I play Victoria. We finish at 2 a.m., go to sleep for like 4 hours, wake up at 6 a.m., catch a taxi to the ferry, and take the ferry at 7 a.m., get in at like 8:30 and catch an Uber straight to work. And then, so those are the 3 Canadian shows that I'm on for this tour. And then March 22nd, as soon as I finish work, I might have to leave like an hour early, fly straight to Toronto, and then catch a connecting flight to Miami, play in Miami Thursday night, fly to Virginia, play Virginia Beach Thursday night, and then fly straight to Puerto Rico. Play Miami Thursday night, play Virginia Beach.
Wait, Lainey, aren't you close to Miami?
And then fly. And then I fly straight to Puerto Rico, right after the Virginia show, fly straight to Puerto Rico and play Puerto Rico Saturday night. And then Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. I have to fly home, which I get back to Vancouver at 9 a.m. Monday. So as soon as I land in the airport, I have to go straight to work Monday morning.
Well, Lenny, what the fuck? Go see her in Miami.
It'd be like a 3-hour or
That's
more
not
trip.
far at all.
Here.
I don't
I'll
drive.
I'll give Chiffon the shirt that I owe you, and then she just give it to you herself.
I would 150% go if it wasn't
Honestly,
so
if you
far.
come, I will put you on the guest list.
Yeah, you're on guest
my
list,
God.
motherfucker. Take some time off.
I could tell
I'll
my
take-
boyfriend.
We'll
Maybe he would drive.
we'll do like Facebook Live or like video chats.
Yeah, we'll do a podcast with you hanging out with my sister from Miami.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
dope.
dude.
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my god, that would be sick though. I don't know. I'll talk to Grayson.
Isn't there a bus?
There's a bus. Yeah, I've rode it a
Good.
couple times.
Dude,
But honestly, like, I'm only gonna be there for like a couple hours before I have. Well, actually, no. I land at like 2:00 p.m. in Miami, and then I play there that night, probably at like midnight. And then I'm not sure. Next morning we have to fly straight to Virginia Beach.
and also, if I get wholesome for a sec, she's the one who taught me how to like DJ.
I influenced you. I didn't teach you.
You taught me how to DJ when you were in that shitty fucking basement with your mixers with Cody.
Okay.
Yeah, you were teaching me how to DJ, and you're using A-Skill's California Soul, as long as the Ray Charles remix. You're teaching me how to DJ, and I remember you and Cody had to like go to work or something, and then I was like stuck there, so I was just smoking weed the whole day and like sitting there like mixing, and then you guys were gone for 8 hours, and you came back. You're like, "Holy shit, you're still mixing?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fun."
I know.
So you
Aw,
definitely.
well, why are you mixing work here?
Well, now I can because I have my laptop back, and I got my.
Do you have all? You don't have all your music on it though. Do
No, I was in the process of downloading my music back.
you? Do it for sure.
I need still your speakers to do that though.
That's fine. Just plug in. It's easy. You just plug the USB into it.
Ooh, I might take you on the offer tonight. I might try to DJ.
Well, I gotta. Yeah. Because I want to clean the house first, and then I want to practice for a bit. I have to get ready for tour.
Okay.
Man, it's like getting ready for tour is like. It's fun, but at the same time, I'm like, I overthink everything. So I get to the point where I'm searching for new tracks, and like, I'm like, oh, I like this. And then I download like maybe like 100 tracks, and then I start listening through them. I'm like, and I know like how the DJs, because I'm on tour with like some big names, like Fives and DJSS and Groove Rider and like, you know, Drum Sound and Bass, like these are big names. And so I'm like, I'm up there with them headlining, and then it's like, oh man, but I'm like, I just overthink it where I'm like, okay, the track selection I need to think about, and like, also I know Fives is like triple dropping, double dropping, like doing all these cuts and like all these edits, and I'm like, okay, I just feel overwhelmed a little bit, and
It's
like,
understandable. I mean, it's like
nerve-wracking. And then like normally what I would do is I would have a couple drinks before my show, but I'm not allowed to drink on this tour. Obvious, like, you know, I need to be professional. I totally understand that, but I'm like, and I was just drinking to calm my nerves, but I'm like, all right, I gotta do this differently now, and I just get nervous. But honestly, like, achieving your dreams is nerve-wracking. Like, you have to be put in these situations that are uncomfortable to do what you want to do, because it's out of your comfort zone. For sure.
Exactly. You gotta
Alright,
push yourself.
well, we got up. One sec. I think that this is still recording. Oh yeah, we're good. But anyways, this is my sister Siobhan. She's DJ Azpect. I'm gonna put all of her links in the description. You can listen to new song, check out her Spotify. I guess you don't have a YouTube channel, do you?
I do have some things on YouTube, but it's like SoundCloud, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. It's spelled Azpect, Azpect.
You can see it, or I guess you can't see it.
behind me, but it might be flipped.
That's her logo.